Kneecap? Yes, all right. Let's try again. Does someone help him? Yes, Jasper. Yeah, good job. All right, so the small part attached to your main body. Grayson. Appendages? Correct. So another easier way for us to remember what the bones are, there's a little rhyme that I have. It's bones that hang appendicular. Bend and move, that's a joint for sure. The strongest leg bone is the femur. And ligaments stretch and hold bones together. All right, so I'm having everyone sit back down. We're going to start our reading. All right, can I get a thumbs up when everyone's on page 12? So yesterday I had the classroom look a little different, but I want to go back to what Ms. Robinson actually does. So I will finish in the middle of a sentence and you guys will stop at the end of the period or the punctuation mark. And then I'll continue to read. But yesterday I was just letting you guys read. But today I'm going to actually continue to follow what Ms. Robinson has taught you guys already. So again, once I stop, did someone tell me what you should be doing? Yes. And right here, we're going to have some questions on the board. So while we're reading, kind of think about the answers of these questions right here. So one of the questions is, what are ways to take care of your bones? So kind of think about that as we're reading. So everyone should be following along with their fingers. So look at that up. Follow along with their fingers. Around the first word. Last should be the first word where your finger is. Last time we learned the names of some of the bones in the body. Today I'd like to tell you a little bit more about bones. The bones I'm pointing to. The fibula, you may recall, is one of the bones in your leg. The outer part of it bone is hard. It is made up of the same stuff as a seashell. You might find it on the beach. That stuff is called calcium. Do you like milk? Milk and other they are good for your bones. One way to take care of your bones is to eat healthy. Diet with dairy products. Exercise is also good for your bones. And so the caption says, Dr. Womack points to the fibula. So I want us to think about what are some ways we can take care of our bones. And I want you guys to refer back to the text so we can make sure that we're finding the answer to the question I just asked. And then once you find it, raise your hand. Yeah, that's on the page, guys. Yes, Prescott. Dairy, okay. So that is actually one of, can you tell me the other word that we use for dairy? Yep, calcium is another important way to keep our bones healthy. Yes, sir. Yes, Carl? Yes. So exercising is very important for our body. All right, let's turn to the next page. If you can look inside a bone, you see something called bone marrow. Since you can't see inside this bone, I'll show you the slide. The slide shows bone marrows. I think you may. You guys are through. We're gonna try it one more time. Here you can see
Some bone marrow cells.
there are a million of cells like that, like these inside of your bones. The bone marrow,
Cells have an important job.
they are like little factories. They pump out red blood cells. Then the red blood cells carry oxygen all around.
The body.
All right. So, what is the job of the bone marrow? I need you guys to point with your finger and show me where the job of the bone marrow cells is. Yes, Ryan.